Hi, welcome. This is Dishan Kumar and this is Bual Bola with me. I'm super excited. I am a Manchester United fan and today I have the chance to actually interview one of my most favorite players, who is Wes Brown. So Wes, thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure.
All right, you had a wonderful career at United. You joined when you were 12 years old. You played over 200 games for them. But let's start off with your first appearance, because every player remembers their first appearance for United. You started off as a youngster, you moved through the ranks, and you actually got your first appearance against Leeds in 1998, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, what was going through your mind at that moment?
Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy time in my life. You know, coming from a 16-year-old YTS to, you know, playing in at the time it's A and B team, and then getting to late 17s, and the gaffer calls me over and says you're training with the first team.
Ah, okay.
So to go from there in the space of, I don't know, what, 4 or 5 months to actually play my first game was unbelievable. I still remember the day. Well, I remember the day before as well. Gary Pallister was still there, and after training he comes up to me and says, "Oh, you're playing tomorrow." So actually I'm excited and buzzing.
Could you sleep the night before?
I didn't sleep. I honestly didn't sleep. I told my mum and my dad and my sister and my brother, but I didn't actually sleep. But I wasn't tired the next day. I still was fresh, ready to go. We actually got to the game and I didn't start. So I was like, oh, okay. It's like a good bad release, because you're like a bit disappointed, but at the same time you're like, oh, maybe it's a good thing. But anyway, I ended sub and I managed to come on for Gary Pallister in the second half. And for the first game, I had a really good game. It was against Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank when he was at Leeds. Did
Very
really,
physical player.
Yeah, did really well in that game, and then played the last game of the season away, as well, which was away to Barnsley. And then obviously the next season was I was pretty much in the squad throughout the year. So and that was obviously the big season, the '99 season.
So your first appearance was a centre back. You actually played Gary Pallister as a centre back. So a very common question United fans ask is, do you see yourself as a centre-back or a right-back? Yeah,
it's funny. I mean, I started off as right wing. No one would ever believe that. But, I mean, I grew up playing centre-back. If anyone asked me to pick one, it would have to be centre-back. And the simple reason was I felt more comfortable there. I just thought it was like home. Obviously,
but you did pretty well at right back.
Yeah, obviously along the way, I love right back because you can get forward as well. It's a lot different. But if you're asking me, naturally, I feel better playing centre back. Obviously, we've had some fantastic players along the years. You know, we can go from Ronnie Johnson, Yip Yap, Rio, Vida. So when people like that come in and the gaffer wants me to move to the right back position, absolutely fine, no problem with that. I mean, eventually, as you know, we done the Champions League again, and you know, the defence, the midfield to the attack was all fantastic, all fitted well, all worked together well. So I mean, I can't complain, and I did love playing right back as well.
All right, we have to talk about players currently. As you were a player, you were one to shy away from the camera, the one who didn't really have a lot to say in the media and things like that when you were a player. But nowadays it's different. It's a whole different lifestyle for players. Talking about current trends in media and social media especially, what would you think players have to do right now? Do you think players now have a certain responsibility to be good role models for people like that?
Yeah, of course. I think it's a lot harder now, in the sense that, you know, if we're talking about off-football activities, a lot of people encourage the players to use social media because it is a good tool.
Exactly.
You know, they just have to be very smart about it, and when I mean smart, you think about what they're putting up, because if something silly goes up, then obviously they're going to get in trouble. In our day, it was a little bit different. We were brought up a little bit different. I think, I don't know, Twitter was probably the first thing that came out, and so a few players did it, but at the same time, you know, we weren't used to it, so we weren't really too bothered about it at the time. I mean, I'm on social media at the moment, and I really like it, but again, if I was playing, I probably wouldn't, because of my mentality.
Yeah, exactly. Do you see social media as a distraction for the players? Could it be?
I mean, it could be sometimes, I suppose. If you're new to it, then yeah, you know, it can be. If you're not, there'll be kids now that are playing that have had it for years and years. So I don't think it would be a problem. But again, like you said, you know, a lot of our players in our time used to go to work, play the games, and then obviously go home your separate way without anybody knowing too much about yourself, which I think's a good thing as well. But the game's changed, you know, the technology's developed, and these things are here and players are going to use them, but they just have to be smart about it.
But because as fans, it's very difficult for us. Let's say a team loses badly, and the next time you're on social media, you see players posting like nothing have happened. So is that something that falls on the player itself to say, like, you actually don't have to post that?
Yeah, probably. I'm sure it's not just the player. I'm sure there's agents involved and stuff like that.
All other people involved as well.
So yeah, I mean, if you are going to do something like that, the timings have to be right. I mean, sometimes it can be silly, even though maybe someone's telling you to do something and you know the right thing isn't to do it, then you shouldn't do it. But you know, there's all sorts of sponsorship deals now, and people have to keep up with stuff. So I mean, I get it, and I don't take it personally to the players. I always think it's got to be someone behind the scenes asking them to do it. But yeah, you have to learn. I mean, the right time's important, I think, and not when you're losing lots and lots of games. I don't think that helps in any way.
That's true, that's true. All right.
I mean, I've seen Paul play fantastic this season at Man United, but there are times, obviously, when you know we can do better. We didn't play brilliant all the time, but we'd scrape a win because everyone was trying hard. You know, they put the running in.